here with the legend himself, Vern Larson from Advantage Home Mortgage, and also on Undercover Billionaire. He's kind of a big deal.
National TV, can't believe it.
National TV with Lewis Curtis himself. So let's get into, well, let's first and foremost, this Vern I have known for 25 years probably. We telemarketed together.
We telemarketed together.
At Matrix Marketing, Convergys now.
Convergys back in the day.
We sold a bunch of stuff. So
we were the best, like AT&T outbound.
Yes. The A-team right here. We used to kill that stuff.
That's why they have that huge building in town now.
Exactly. It was us, 100%. But yeah, just truly one of my favorite humans. Vern is just a staple of our community. People love this guy. You've been on every TV show, and you're amazing at what you do. Like definitely the best in this business for sure at what you
thanks,
do. And
man. We appreciate that. Yeah, we work hard. I feel like we do a really good job, and we're always faster, easier, and cheaper. What else could you ask for on a Friday night,
Absolutely. I like it. I like this. So let's do a shout out for you really quick before we go into everything. Like, what do you guys do here? What makes you unique, and why are you so damn good at what you do? Because you guys are the best out here. There's a reason.
One is a lot of experience. So I've had 23 years in the mortgage business. So I've seen everything. I'm super thankful to everybody I've worked for before. Learn the goods, the bads, take what you want and put it into your company and make it thrive. So the mortgage business is an ever-changing, different scenarios, and guidelines change constantly. So I think our big, as we stay on top of that, we're always on top of that. I always get the best investors for the back end to make it work. So no call left behind. If you call in here, you're going to get a call back.
That's awesome.
And it's amazing like how many mortgage companies don't call people back. And if you're not ready right now, we'll get you ready. Yeah. And I think that's a big advantage for us is we're kind of like a pit bull. We get on the bone. Yeah. We don't let go, man. We'll help you get there. If you're not ready now, we'll show you what to do and help you get there. So
yeah, and you have a dream team. Like you literally have the best in the community. You've recruited and hired and found some of the best in the industry.
All of our loan officers are amazing. No matter who you work with here, you're going to have a great experience. All of our processors are just phenomenal people. So great team. Love it. It's a family. We have a lot of fun. Hopefully you'll get to see our pajama day because they were in here videoing on that. I don't know. Hopefully, maybe not hopefully.
He's also a client, so we get to tell so many amazing stories about him. But yeah, from your mortgage standpoint, I mean, one thing that sticks in my mind is that you just, like, even if you have a no for a customer, you try to build a path. Like,
right.
How do you
We're going to build you a path.
You know what I mean? And I think that's just a special thing. If somebody out there.
If you're serious about it, we can get you done. So whatever your scenario is, I just went self-employed. Okay, well, 2 years. This is what you need to do. My credit's terrible. I have a 480 FICO. Hey, this is how you rebuild credit. We'll give you the hacks on how to do it.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, so anyway, this guy, the best of the best, an amazing human, and just excited to be here with you today. So let's go into the reason I'm here right now is the behind the scenes, the nitty gritty of Undercover Billionaire. And you had a little party last night with some people to watch it, because you and I and everybody on this, we watch it at the same time everybody else is watching. We don't get a sneak peek. We don't get to see it. So we're like, what are they going to say? What did I say that day? There's cameras, there's nerves. Like it was just a whole different world there. So take me back. So I originally called you. How do you remember? I called you and said, "Hey,
you said
I want to come down and talk to you, and I'm gonna bring a lot of cameras."
Like I was like, no, we don't need it. Like, don't come. You're wasting your time. Yeah. And then you really used that sales technique and knowing me, and trust me, this is gonna be great for your business. Have I ever led you astray? Yeah. I mean, I think you pulled out 30 Club on me.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know, but we appreciate you trusting us. I've known you forever, but so then we come in here with this. I mean, and it's not like right now with Tyler Schown, the amazing. It's not like 2 cameras.
No.
It was like, it was 5 minivans coming in here, drones flying. Like, it's a whole different world.
What I remember is like you come into my desk and there's some people following me around because I'm an entrepreneur, like doing a lot of different things, and it's like possibly going to be a show someday, and like, will you sign this waiver? I was like, sure. Like, and like right after I signed the waiver, it was like you had okay, it's clear, come on in, and then it was like all these people, and I was like, I don't think that many people have been in this building ever. And the lights and booms and microphones, and I was like, oh boy, this is serious. These people are taking this real serious. Okay.
100%. And so Lewis Curtis comes in here, and we start to talk to you about marketing.
And I know it was like, I'll bet we talked at least an hour, wouldn't you say?
I would say at least an hour, for sure.
At least an hour. And in there, it looks like I'm the biggest pushover. It's like, all these salespeople, they're like, what? Like, we go hit that guy up all the time and can't get him to buy it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
no.
on TV, it looks like I just flopped.
2 minutes. Well, and the same thing with me on episode 2. I think I read him a $10,000 check. And I got that from everybody. Everybody's like, I want a $10,000 check after knowing you for 8 minutes. I'm like, no, I knew him for 3 weeks. Like, you saw 8 minutes, but there was a lot to that thing before that happened.
And I think my objections, I said no to him, and you, at least
a lot,
8-10 times.
100%. I
was like, no, I don't want to do it. No, I don't want. I'm good.
100%.
I'm all set.
Yes.
I've got my marketing, I've got my thing, we're good.
Yep.
And you guys just kept like pressing and going to things that really make a lot of sense. And to me as a business owner, the whole past client thing was a big thing for me. And, social medias that I never have even touched or, that all that stuff brought it full circle to where I actually signed up. But yeah, it was crazy on TV. I was like, oh man, I'm bald and I flopped. Like, come on.
for 2 full minutes. So So what's your takeaway of all of that? Like, how did you feel like that looked? How was it?
I think it looked good. I think it should have been expanded more, especially, for up and coming salespeople to see, the techniques that you guys use and, how many no's you have to go through to get that yes.
Well said.
And, and I go through that a lot too in the mortgage, thing is like, there's a lot of no's before you get the yeses, and they just really look like it steamrolled, and it really wasn't that way. But I mean, all in all, I was really happy. The other part I really, really wish they would have shown is like right after I signed the contract, I said, hey, can we take a break? And they're like, okay. And I looked at Lewis and I said, dude, has anyone ever told you you have the mannerisms and you act like this guy? His name is Grant Cardone. You should look him up. Yeah. And he just totally dude, that dude's from Louisiana, from California, and just swept it under the rug and kept going. And I was just like, okay.
I totally remember that because at that time too, I didn't really know what that was. And I remember you saying, does anybody ever say that? And he was like, I wish I had that guy's kind of money. Or he said something like that. Yeah. Brushed over that and we just all moved on. And it was like,
it was like no big deal.
But out of every presentation, everywhere we went, I think you were the one guy that said, there's something suspicious about you. And we all knew something was going on, but you called it out.
I didn't know.
But I didn't know it was him
though until after, when you put the 10X up on your Facebook, then I was like,
yes, the whole time he was in your office.
Right. I'm like, I can't believe that guy was in my office, and then I set him in my bar. Like, come on, what are you doing?
Exactly. So, and so we came back and interviewed you. So that'll probably show in the next, I guess I'm assuming the next couple. That's the hardest part with this whole thing is this was, I think from my understanding is they changed it from having a 1 season with Grant Cardone in Pueblo, Colorado to combining the 3 seasons. So they've got thousands of hours of footage that they're cutting down into this stuff. So, talking to the producers all the time still, and they're having to cut our all this amazing stuff that you're saying too. Like they had to cut it all down to just show those snip bits. But we did come back. We did some filming. We were learning a lot at the beginning of this, like what's working, what's not working, how are we pitching, even our pitches as we continue to go through this. We learned at the beginning, we were like, we're going to do guerrilla marketing, we're going to do this. And then we're like, that doesn't work anymore. Guerrilla marketing still works, but the whole phone calls, we started to buy lists and we were dialing. And it was like 999 disconnected phone numbers out of 1,000 that we would buy. And we were like, okay, this is a really bad idea. So we had to pivot throughout the sales process, which I think the show is going to show a little bit more. But you were definitely one of the first people that we talked to about omnipresence and about Instagram and Facebook. And you're like, the perfect client for us still to this day. I mean, and we're fast forward 6 months now, and you're so fun. The people, everything we've done from Home Alone to Santa to you're just always game to do. All right, let's do it. Whatever you got.
Whatever you guys think. But I do really like the podcast stuff we're doing too.
Podcast,
so we've done the Mortgage Minute, and it just started at the beginning of a loan process. What do I do first? Well, you call a lender, and here's why, and then it walks us all the way to closing. So I think there's 10 or 12 episodes, and they're 12 to 15 minutes each. So if you're a first-time buyer and you have no idea, it's a great resource. Go in there, learn about it, know what's happening, and then knowledge is power. You definitely want that. So it's been great working with you guys. It's been fun. Grant was really, really smart to get you involved. and to get somebody in town that had some trust, because I think if he would have came in here by himself, even with the TV cameras, I may not have, you know, been a buyer. But, you know, having you on board with him, you know, everything you touch turns to gold, and you have a great reputation and everything in town. So I'm like, shoot, if Matt thinks it's going to work, let's try it. Let's see what, worst case scenario, it doesn't work and we stop paying. But if it works, then we'll keep it going.
No, I appreciate that. And I've noticed that too in the episodes. I watch him now and I'm like, okay, I was kind of used, but it was a good strategy. Like, you get it. People make that. Like, he had to find somebody that was connected to make this whole thing work. And, you know, I've built my whole life trying to build my reputation and find good people in my life like you and everybody there. So it really was a win-win. And then when we talked about this marketing thing, which this episode shows a little bit too, it was like, I can highlight how cool our community is. And I can show how cool people, I got to handpick who we went to go see. And you were one of them that I'm like, you got to see Vern. Like, I got to go around to the people that I knew would represent this community so well, and then to highlight Pueblo. I mean, there's so many amazing things that we have this bad rap, as you know, that we're, the stigma that Wake Up we're doing everything we can to push that and show how amazing this community is. But I knew the Discovery Channel too would help with that side of it too. So it was just a cool dynamic that was all in the works here. So, and it's going to get better. I think as these episodes continue to grow, it's going to get better.
I'm excited to see the next episode and see where it goes from here. See if he makes it. Is he going to make it? Can you give us a little sneak?
I don't know about that one.
Make it?
Who knows?
Who knows?
There's a long more episodes before that, and I don't know if that's even going to show up on the app. I think that's good. From my understanding, that might wait till the actual show comes out. So this might be months before we finally see what that all outcome is. But I am going to go to 10X next weekend. I'm going to go see his conference.
Oh, are you?
I'm going to see him next Friday and Saturday.
Cool.
See the guy, the legend himself on a stage. So I'm excited about that.
I wish these guys would have went to my computer, maybe filmed my computer, because I actually had the 10X exercise because he gave it away for free. Maybe a year ago or 2 years ago. And so I had it on my desktop and I had filled it out and done the whole thing. Yeah. So, yeah.
That's exactly why you recognized him.
Yeah. And then, but we had done book studies on Sell or Be Sold and 10X in the past. So I just did not, I didn't trust myself enough to be like, why would Grant Cardone be in Pueblo, Colorado? It just wasn't. Yeah. I just didn't lock it down and call it completely out. But you
called it. You did call it out.
I kind of called it.
100%.
I still really thought it was Lewis Curtis when he left.
I need to see if I can get that footage. I'm going to talk to the Discovery Channel because how cool would that be to have that footage of the extra stuff? And they're not using it, so I'm gonna actually see if I can pull that off. So definitely some cool sneak peek behind the scenes. I mean, what else out of that day that sticks out? Anything else that you in that hour that we talked?
In that hour, it was
afterwards,
just a complete 180 with me. Complete, because I was like, no, I've got my stuff set with Remax. We're good. I don't need to market, and I was pretty solid on the no. And then for him to just keep coming and to turn it all around, it was amazing. So that was a lot of footage. A good hour of hard pitch. But, I'm really happy in the end that we ended up doing it. I love the results. I love what we're seeing. And
we love having you for sure. And that's a big deal for you. You're in all the Remax offices too.
Yes.
So that's a big deal. You got people stationed throughout this community all over the place.
That's right.
It's not just in this one location.
Not just here.
Yeah. So anyway, what's your takeaway so far of the whole season? So Undercover Billionaire, what do you think? It's good for Pueblo?
I think it's great for Pueblo. Yeah, I think it's great for Pueblo. It's great that everybody gets to meet all the phenomenal people we have in town and realize how crazy it is. Even, a couple people from Denver called me and, you live in Pueblo, right? And, this is big. This is going to be big for town.
Yeah.
And it's Pueblo's just a hidden gem here, man. We still have really good housing. Cost of living is really, inexpensive compared to everywhere else. So, get ready for the boom, man.
It's coming. This isn't going to hurt for sure.
It's going to be a sonic boom.
Sonic boom. And on this same episode, they went to Mike Zavisalin. You saw that?
Yeah.
And so I didn't even know that part of the story. I mean, I heard that he went over there, so that was a quick. So we'll probably go talk to Zavisalin. So he went without you? Yeah. So there was a couple pitches that you seen. This one, and then he went to the Active Armor. as well. So there was a couple of things I think he tried on his own before. Then we were like, okay, let's do this.
Yeah,
together.
you got to bring Matt in. You got to bring the closer.
We got to bring me in there, I guess. I don't know.
Coffees for closers.
Exactly. So, but anyway, we'll probably talk to Mike. But Ryan Zabukovic, like he's been getting calls from all over the nation for RVs and stuff. Like it's just been great for him.
Yeah,
just a great showing to show how amazing this community is. So anyway, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for taking the time today for the behind the scenes. I think we'll be back because I'm pretty sure that we're going to highlight one of our first interviews was in this building here with you as we were learning all of this stuff with the Discovery Channel all over this. I'm up in that building in this corner, I think a little bit. So if you're okay with it, we'd love to come back after that and talk a little bit more about how that all went down.
And if you talk to those producers, like tell them a little spray paint. Let's get that bald spot fixed.
Just right here.
And then that camera's adding like 75, I feel like,
Tyler, can you help with that today?
Tighten it up a little in here, Which way is the gym? I'll check it out.
I shaved my beard for a video last week, and now my double chin came back. Like I need to get that beard back,
Yeah.
So, but anyway, yeah. If anybody's looking for a mortgage in all of Colorado, right?
All of Colorado.
All of Colorado. This is your man here. How do they get a hold of you?
You can stop by the office if you're in Pueblo. We're at 4601 Eagle Ridge. Give us a call, 719-546-3100. Check out all our social media.
Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. He's on all of them. LinkedIn, he's on all the platforms. And he's got some amazing videos. If nothing else, just go check out how hilarious this guy is. He was made to be an actor. He just happens to sell mortgages.
Maybe this is going to be my big break.
This is his big break. This is it. He's going to self-run this, and we're going to see him on the stuff. So just go check out how hilarious and all that stuff. And if you're looking for a mortgage in any which way, this is the man.
We do joke around a lot, but we will take great care of you.
100%.
Faster, easier, cheaper on your loan.
Best of the best. So thanks again, Vern. I appreciate your time,
guys.
my man. You are the man. And
we'll
Undercover Billionaire, only here at Wake Up, exclusive behind the scenes that only you'll see here. Stay tuned for the next episode and more interviews here in the beautiful Pueblo, Colorado with things that you won't find anywhere on TV, on apps, anywhere else, only here at Wake Up. Wake up!